Hello student, I am Dibyoti Ponda, lecturer in physics. In this video tutorial, I am going to explain you about critical angle and total internal reflection. So what is critical angle? So before understanding critical angle, see my explanation first. Let's consider a ray of light is traveling from a denser medium to a rarer medium. That means the reflected ray will bend away from the normal. Yes or no? Then, whenever the ray of light traveling from a denser medium to a rarer medium, the refracted ray will bend away from the normal. Okay. If we increase the angle of incidence by certain value, okay, then the refracted ray will bend more away from the normal. It means if I increase, then R will also increase. Okay. Then during this increase of angle of incidence process, we will get a certain value of angle of incidence for which the angle of refraction is 90 degree. Okay, for which the angle of refraction is 90 degree, and that angle of incidence is called the critical angle. Okay, and in this condition will the refracted ray will goes along the surface of separation. Okay, the first point, the critical angle is the angle of incidence in the denser medium for which the angle of refraction in the rarer medium is 90 degree. It is denoted by IC. Whenever the ray of light travels from a optically denser medium to optically rarer medium, the refracted ray will deviate from the normal or bend away from the normal, right? With the increase in the angle of incidence, the refracted ray will bend more away from the normal. Okay. For a certain angle of incidence, the angle of refraction becomes 90 degree, and that angle of incidence is called the critical angle. Okay, and at the stage, the refracted ray will goes along the surface of interface. It will goes along the surface of interface whenever the angle of incidence approach the critical angle. And to approach the critical angle, the ray of light need to be travel from a optically denser medium to optically rarer medium. Okay, then we will derive the expression which relate the critical angle and the refractive index of that medium. Okay, so this is the diagram, the ray of light going from a denser medium to rarer medium, and we have considered water as the denser medium and air as the rarer medium. Okay, so from the diagram we have the angle of incidence is small I c, it is critical angle, and angle of refraction R equal to 90 degree. Okay, then from Snell's law we have sin I by sin R equal to relative refractive index of air with respect to water, because the ray of light is going from water to air, and here water is the first medium and air is the second medium. So we can write relative refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium as relative refractive index of air with respect to water. Okay, then sin IC by sin 90 degree equal to 1 by the relative refractive index of water with respect to air. Okay, then sin IC into mu WA equal to sin 90 degree, and everyone know the value of sin 90 degree is 1. Okay, then mu WA equal to 1 by sin IC. Okay, so mu WA. So what is mu WA? Mu WA is nothing but the refractive index of water. Okay, it is nothing but the refractive index of water. Everyone remember, the relative refractive index of any medium with respect to air is nothing but the refractive index of that medium. Okay, So we can directly write refractive index is equal to the reciprocal of sine of critical angle, or mu equal to 1 by sine IC. So the refractive index of any medium is the reciprocal of the sine of its critical angle. Okay, so you can also solve some problem if the critical angle is given. When critical angle is given, then we can find out the refractive index. If refractive index is given, then we can find out the critical angle by following this formula. Okay, then internal reflection. The partial reflection of light when it travels from a optically denser medium to optically rarer medium is called internal reflection. Whenever the ray of light passing from an optically denser to optically rarer, the ray of light partially reflected to the denser medium, and this partially reflection is called the internal reflection. And whenever the reflection comes into account, always remember the incident ray and the reflected ray always obey the laws of reflection. Okay, then total internal reflection. The phenomenon by which the ray of light traveling at an angle of incidence greater than the critical angle from a denser medium to rarer medium is totally reflected back to the denser medium is called total internal reflection. So previously हम लोग क्या कर रहे थे, हम लोग जो एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस जो है वो इंक्रीज कर रहे थे, एंड बाय इंक्रीजिंग द एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस the refracted ray, the angle of refraction also increasing. Okay, but at a certain value the angle of refraction become 90 degree, and for that 90 degree value of angle of refraction, the incident angle is called critical angle. And if we increase the angle of incidence beyond the critical angle, then the ray of light get totally reflected back into the denser medium. Okay, and this phenomenon is called the total internal reflection. Okay, so there are two necessity conditions for the occurrence of total internal reflection. First one, the ray of light must need to be travel from the optically denser medium to optically rarer medium. Okay, and the second point, the angle of incidence in the denser medium must be more than the critical angle. That means I need to be greater than that IC. Okay, strictly greater than. Okay, so angle of incidence should be greater than the critical angle, and the ray of light must need to be travel from a optically denser medium to optically rarer medium. Okay, thank you everyone.